Good morning everybody. I'm up on the roof, floor 13 of a car park here at Manchester Airport to catch the Global Airlines A380, arriving here at Manchester to then head over to JFK, and I'm very lucky that I'm going to be on board.
Good morning ladies and gentlemen. Asquith Global Airlines welcoming on board our flight to New York, JFK.
So, like a proper aviation fan, rather than turning up the required 3 hours before my flight, I got up at the crack of dawn to join a load of photographers on the roof of Manchester Airport's T1 so that I could see the Global Airlines A380 turn up for the first time. Once downstairs in the terminal, I was greeted by the Global Airlines branding. I got my photo taken, and this is my main man Marvin. He's my lucky flying charm I found in a KFC in Vietnam 18 years ago. That's a story for another time. I'll get my photo taken and then I'm going to pilfer one of these cupcakes. So I've checked in, I'm sitting in seat 12C, which is exciting. And I've got myself my cupcake. Someone's lovingly baked those. Now I'm going to head over and try and find security gate B, and I think I can use the lounge there as well. So I'm sitting here in the Aspire lounge, just having a glass of water, nice rosy cheeks. It's tough work being a middle-aged woman, let me tell you. I was just thinking, has my fear of flying come in at all? It kicked its head up a little bit when I went to Punta Cana a couple of weeks ago. For no reason at all, it just got into my head. And I think if you'd said to me, even a few years ago, you're going to fly on a double-decker plane across the Atlantic Ocean, I think I'd have said, not a chance. So I'm excited to be doing this first experience with a new airline, and I'm really hoping that it goes somewhere and, you know, they prove all the naysayers wrong. What I'm really looking forward to is checking out the meals and checking out the amenity kits. I've heard they've got amenity kits in economy, so definitely we'll be filming those.
Welcome to the first Global Airlines flight from Manchester to New York, JFK. Flight number HFM 382, operated by Highfly. We would like to commence boarding by inviting any guests seated in our first and business class cabin, so please come forward for boarding through gate number 20 Delta. Thank you.
Time to get ready and go on board. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
This is what it looks like when a load of spotters and plane geeks descend right next to an A380. So not only do I take Marvin on every flight, I have to tap the plane with my right hand too. It gets me through. Hello there. Thank you so much. Sorry. I'm excited. I'm in 12C.
Right this way, upstairs.
Thank you so much. Thank you. First class. Thanks to the kind lady for taking the obligatory shots for us all on the stairs. Hi there.
Hello. Hi. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
except if you are seated in the emergency exits or every first rows. All luggage, bulky items, and large electronic devices should be stored in the overhead compartments. We also inform you that after closing doors, all electronic equipment.
Before we arrive in Kennedy, we'll come back with more information. For the time being, sit back.
So we've just boarded, quite hot on board. Everyone obviously running around trying to get photos and stuff before we had to come on. But really pleased to be seated in business class. So I'm upstairs. I'm right near the Sky Pub at the moment. So if I show you down here, we've got the Global Airlines pyjamas and slippers. And then up here we've got the Global business class menu. I'll get some more pictures of that later. And very nice amenity kit is bricks. I'll definitely be using that bag for storing some bits and pieces on at my travels. I'll do more of a seat tour in a little while once we've taken off. It is a little bit tired and grubby in places, I won't lie. We were greeted at our seats by bits of card. Dream big, fly high. Congratulations on your very first flight on this incredible Global A380 from Manchester to New York. Remember, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Keep dreaming, exploring, and reaching for the stars. Next up is the business class lunch menu, and I already knew I was definitely 100% having the caviar. Time for takeoff and to wave at all the people waiting to see us go. Now I should probably say something here. I'm not your typical aviation filmer or content creator or whatever you want to say. I'm not a critic, I'm just a fan, which is at loggerheads with me being someone with a fear. I want these guys to succeed and I'm happy to be here. So you probably aren't going to hear an awful lot of critique from me. I'm just here to show what I've seen and honestly what I think of it. The thing about this aircraft is it's so big it just doesn't even feel like you're taking off or in a plane. I love the feeling. As someone with a fear of flying, I really felt safe. Here's a bit of ASMR flying over England's green and pleasant lands. But enough of that, let's get on with looking around this aircraft. Alright, so let's have a quick look around the cabin. So, this is the screen. It's not actually working. I've got a letter saying that they've installed this new in-flight entertainment system and you can set it up with your own, I guess, laptop or phone or whatever. And that there isn't any Wi-Fi on board, but the Wi-Fi is coming. That's something I do miss, having Wi-Fi, but it's only a short flight, isn't it? So if it's coming, that doesn't bother me so much. Yeah, it does look a bit dated, but I've just come off the British Airways business class where I flew in the love seats, and that is old, that is dated, that business class product, but at its time, obviously that was iconic, so, you know, they're updating, and I'm sure at some point Global goes ahead and James gets his 50 A380s. You know, that will be something that's in the pipeline for them, but they're off the ground, they're flying. A lot of people said that wouldn't happen, so have another quick look over here. Power socket here that I'm not able to use at the minute, power's off, but it will be eventually. Pulls the table out. Need a bit of brute force. There you go, that's the table fully extended. Here's some controls for the seat, which works. Just tested that. Yeah, that all works okay. It's cool. Got a little spotlight up here. I'll turn that off. Global Airlines branding. Nice pattern effect on the walls here. Got a little storage. I'm upstairs, so you've got these storage bins. My seat is one that's not right next to the window, unlike the chap in front of me. There's a loo up the front there as well, and then just spin you round. Yeah, it's not new, but it's comfortable. There is a couple of little marks on the walls and stuff like that, but I mean, I was on a 777 coming back from Punta Cana to Gatwick, and it was so noisy, my mouth was so dry. So it's crazy to think that there is a whole level below us of passengers. It's just an engineering marvel, really, isn't it? And I love that Global have decided to go for the biggest beast of airplane that they can, and good luck to them. If they can make this work, it'd be brilliant. Okay, so shall we have a look at the amenity kit? So this is the business class one, Brix. That is a nice brand. I'd quite like a Brix travel bag, actually. Right, let's open it up, see what we got. Earplugs in case someone around you snores, which happens quite a lot on planes. Oh, Margaret Dabbs. I know that brand, very nice. Refresher wipe. Little hairbrush. Actually, could do with one of those travel size. Much prefer that to a comb. More useful for me with my thick hair. Urban Apothecary Velvet Peony. I'll have a smell of that later on. Oh, there's quite a lot of stuff in here. Right, next up we've got the eye mask. Nice. Pair of socks. Margaret Dabbs, lovely. That is the repairing hand cream. The Margaret Dabbs frankincense, lavender and bergamot pulse point oil called Breathe. Global Airlines mirror, always handy to have a mirror in your handbag. Blokes, that goes for you as well. Margaret Dabbs body lotion. These are nice products. Global Airlines pen, that will be going in my laptop bag because I'm forever losing pens. Global Airlines dental kit. And another Margaret Dabbs face cream. That's a nice little kit, and I've no doubt my mother will be having that off me. Time for some drinks and snacks now. Thank you so much.
What are you looking to drink?
I will have a glass of champagne, please. So, first impressions are good. I love the glass. Sometimes you get like little stubby ones, and they are not very luxurious to drink the champagne out of. So I treat myself. I'll have one glass of Laurent Perrier, and I'll have a red wine with my fillet of beef for lunch, and I'm going to start off with the caviar as well. So first impressions are good. I'm happy. Cheers. So let's be nosy and look over my neighbour's seat. So they've got a seat that is next to the window, a bit easier than my seat, which has the gap. Here's the double seats in the middle. Looks like a nice space actually. And then the Global sticker up there on the side. It's a comfy little cabin. quite like that. If I was travelling with someone, I wouldn't mind having that middle seat actually, because the seat I'm sitting in anyway, I can't really see out the window massively. That's a cosy little space on a long flight with someone that you like.
Like the team anyway, so.
So, famous Sky Park. Let's have a look. Nice glasses, LPR. Okay. I'm not sure where the global model has gone, but I'll have to get a picture of it later. Okay, let's go and check out the loo. Upstairs on the 380. I wondered why everyone was taking so long in here, and then I realised they're making videos. So it's time to see mine. Nice size. Obviously my first time upstairs on the 380, so some more Margaret Dabbs hand wash and exfoliating hand wash, repairing hand cream. Roses. Alright. Thank you. Lovely, thank you so much. Okay, so it looks like we've got chives, little blinis. I'm not too sure what that is. I like the little lemon wedge. And the Rover Caviar, 30 grams of it. So let's open it up. Okay, let's load up one of these blinis. That's good. Yep. Get on board with that. But I do think these portions are absolutely massive. Look. I've got one blini left. I think that's egg, isn't it? Egg white, egg yolk. Capers maybe? Not sure. Chives. Cream. Creme fraiche, I'm not sure. But it is very nice. Lovely, thank you very much. Okay, so the beef just turned up, which looks really nice. Smells really good as well. So let's get into it. So just finished the main course, which was very nice. Enjoyed the start, enjoyed the main course. All served warm and no wait for it, so I think it went really well. My only thing that I'd say is that I had ordered a glass of red wine with my main course when they took my order, and that didn't materialise. I did still have a glass of champagne, but it would have been nice to have my glass of red with the beef that I'd ordered. But aside from that, it's been very nice, and now I'm just waiting for my dessert. I'd like to have a cup of tea. I'm a woman of a certain age, and if you're having chocolate, you've got to have a cup of tea. Right, this chocolate is delicious. Finish my mouthful. Food's been really good actually. I've really enjoyed it. It's been better than I thought it would be. And got my cup of tea in a lovely cup as well. I'm very happy at the moment. I haven't got anything bad to say. I missed my red wine with my beef, but had a glass of champagne. Very good. After I'd finished my lunch, I decided to go back through the curtain and check out the economy cabin, as I was really interested to see what it was like. Next, I wanted to put my bed flat and check out the bedding. Okay, I'm lying down. My feet don't reach the cubby hole. It's comfy. I'm not sure if it's quite flat though. Right, try and get a tiny bit of sleep before the pub kicks off. So I'm just watching everyone up at the Sky Pub having drinks on the upper deck. But I'm quite comfy just lying here, watching the world go by. I had a quick walk back into economy. Looks spacious up here. Obviously you've got that extra storage with those side bins, and that makes a lot of difference. Although I still think I'd prefer my seat if I was sat next to the window, but that's just how the configuration is. Thought so far very happy, had a nice meal, and I think we're over halfway now. That's the only thing, is because we haven't got the map. I'm not quite sure. I didn't look at my watch when we took off, so I'm not quite sure how long we've been flying for. And I can't get the in-flight entertainment to work on my phone for some reason, but my neighbour can, and he says there's some really great stuff on there. I think that I must have a VPN or something set up on my phone, I don't know, way too technical. But yeah, I feel really nice and relaxed. This has been a nice flight so far. The crew have been lovely, courteous, constantly coming around asking if we need any more drinks or anything. I've had a lovely meal. I feel well taken care of, and that's really what you want, isn't it? You want to get to your destination safely, and you want to feel that you've been looked after, and I honestly feel like I have been. I think there's another meal service at some point, afternoon tea, but I am absolutely stuffed. I ate a whole load of caviar, and then I had the beef, and then a chocolate pudding and a cup of tea. To be honest, I could do with a little snooze now, but I might get up and go and join the party. Heading downstairs. I think this is actually my favourite part of the aircraft, just purely because you're right by the stairs. and Mr. Asquith himself. What is this, James? Can you explain this to me?
It's a bar with drinks. Yeah, it's just another... When that one gets too crowded, we do down here at the front of first.
It was lovely to catch up with James. I'd met him once briefly in a T5 lounge We had a good talk about Global, and we shared a drink and some caviar, and I introduced him to Marvin. So the crew have kindly just bought me a kit from Economy, and I wanted to have a look. So again, it's a bricks kit. It's a really nice little case. I'd be very happy if I received that in Economy. So we've got Murdoch sea salt paste, Murdoch black tea body wash, got an eye mask, branded of course, Margaret Dabb's Fabulous Feet, some little ankle socks, I like those, Global Airlines dental kit, earbuds for the noisy person snoring next to you, and a cute little pen. That's for an amenity kit for Economy. I love that. I really love that little bag. I would use that. And there you go. That's all the stuff. I was still way too full to eat anything else, so I took a photo of my neighbour's afternoon tea, and I have to say it looked fantastic. All the food on board this trip has been brilliant. So we're just starting our descent now into JFK. Feels like it's gone really quickly actually. Enjoyed myself, had some nice food, and now looking forward to getting down on the ground and wrapping up what's been a good day.
Can you crew take your seats for arrival?
What an incredible view coming into land, the New York skyline. Thank you so much.
We have to leave. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Sky Pub.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Hello. How are you? Oh my God. How are you? It's so good to see you. I wasn't expecting that one, Jeffrey.
So that's the end of the action. Thank you very much, Global Airlines. I had a great time. See you again soon.